Hello and welcome to another very exciting mix-up. I have Boylan Bottling Company's Black Cherry Cane Sugar Soda Pop. Boylan established 1891. It says bottled under the authority of Boylan in New York City, so doesn't say it's actually made in New York City, but it's certified kosher, and they use carbonated water. Common sense there. Real natural black cherry flavoring, not artificial. Real cane sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. And the coloring comes from fruit and vegetable juice, not food coloring. All right, so that's very good. And then I have a vodka product that was introduced in 1944. It's called Kamchatka, which is a region of Russia. 80 proof vodka with premium liqueur. Another one of these premium liqueur infused vodkas. I don't understand the rationale behind that, but doesn't seem to be affecting the sales. I mean, these things are selling like crazy. I don't know about Kamchatka because I only seen this once in my life, and that was in Hammond, Louisiana at Rende, which is kind of a known liquor store slash convenience store slash delicatessen type of thing. Pure gasoline gas station, but we have these kind of oddities in Louisiana. But I saw this for $12.99. I was curious to try it. I did some research, found out it's owned by James B. Beam Distilling Company today, and I think since 1991, when they bought it from Seagram's. James B. Beam Distilling Company is a subsidiary of Suntory Global Spirits of Japan. But anyway, so Seagram's introduced Kamchatka, a company called Hart Distilling, headquartered in LA, Los Angeles, but I think they just had products made for them. But well, regardless, Hart introduced this and it was popular, and then, so then Seagram's got a hold of it, which was very common in those days, in the 50s and 60s for Seagram's to gobble up brands. And then starting in the 80s, they began to unload their liquor brands, their distilleries. And that went on for like about 11 years. They started to slowly unload their liquor brand and actual distillery and bottling plants to other companies because they just had this feeling that there was bigger growth potential in other industries like music and entertainment. So they exited the liquor market in the year 2000, or really technically 2001 when they completed all their sales. But anyway, so Kamchatka's under control of Beam today. It's a traditional American vodka, except that it's non-traditional in the sense that they're adding the premium liqueur of some sort. My feeling is it's some kind of vanilla liqueur, much like the one from Sazerac, a fierce competitor of Beam in Kentucky, with this Nikolai. Another one that was sold by Seagram's. Seagram's sold this one to the Sazerac company, Buffalo Trace, in '89, and they sold Kamchatka to Beam in '91. That is what happened. Yeah, it's like but it's not as heavy on vanilla as the you get with the Nikolai. Now, back when Seagram's owned it, they were all pure vodka. I mean, there was no premium vodka or premium liqueur that I'm aware of. But there was something happening the last 10, 15 years here where there's this idea to spruce up these sort of consumer, value-priced, consumer-priced products with liqueur. It smells nice, but I can't say it smells bad because it does not. It's measured sweetness. Americans are notorious for having a sweet tooth anyway, so I can tell you right now that there is a huge market for value-priced, if you want to call them cheap, vodka products, okay? Dobra, Taka, Nikolai, Kamchatka apparently is very big out west. What are some other inexpensive ones? Skull, Skol. Of course, Crown Russ, which I see at a lot of restaurants. Yeah, people buy them like all day long. Okay, how's it going to taste mixed with the Boylan? It's probably going to be okay. Now, I'm not going to say that the Kamchatka is like chemical. It is all natural. It's some kind of grain. Consider this from Kentucky. And it says bottled in Kentucky. It doesn't say produced in Kentucky. So it might be from Indiana. So you would figure it's probably corn. Mostly corn. Could be 100%. And then this liqueur added. But that's still natural because the liqueur could be vanilla extract and, vodka or grain spirits, unfiltered grains, or, not heavily charcoal filtered grain spirits, base spirits. Some people seem to have this idea that grain neutral spirits and vodka are identical, but they're not. You might want to read the regulations to learn more. Although vodka can be produced from grain neutral spirits, they're certainly not the same thing. It would be like saying corn, distillate, and bourbon are identical. Yeah, no, they're not. Although they are related. It's a wonderful. This is the third mix-up, and it's the best of the three. I have to admit this. Now, Kamchatka on its own is just, it's good, but nothing remarkable. It's like on par with Nikolai. So I would say whatever one's cheaper, buy it. They make glass bottles, yes. I have not seen them, but they do exist, usually in liter glass. On its own merits, it's like an 86. Nikolai 86 out of 100, a B. But mixed up with the Boylan, there's something about it. The way they interact is really cherry, very cherry, where the first two mix-ups weren't so cherry, although they were delightful. So I would say this comes out as and Boylan is an A, a solid A all the way, 93, 94 out of 100, say 94. But the way they mix is coming into like, I think if you lowballed it'd be 92. You could say it's a 92, like, that's kind of excellent. But I would say it'd be more like a 93, just most excellent, a wonderful mix-up. So I have one left. The fourth video, Colson's, founded in 1901, but actually not really true, because Colson's was from 2011. So a little bit off on their date. Although the pharmacy chain I bought this from was founded in 1901. That is true. You can extrapolate what I'm talking about there. So Les Bon Temps Relais of a third mix-up and the best so far. And let's see what happens with this pure vodka on the fourth video. Thank you, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Kentucky and take, I'm going to say a distillery tour, but like I say, it's only bottled there. But they got a lot of distillery tours in Kentucky.